Hi, my name's John Rutten and welcome to Life by Design. If you were with us in our previous session, we were talking about God, one of the 7 steps in laying a foundation for you to begin designing a life that's powered by you. Today, we'd like to take a closer look at step 2, which is the observer. That's right, the observer. And guess who that is? It's you. You know what? You can't begin to design a life that's powered by you until you're prepared to put yourself in a place where you can take responsibility for all that you have created and all that you are about to begin creating. It's a difficult place for a lot of people to get to because it's so easy to blame others for what has happened in our lives and for what is happening. And this is the key in being the observer. For you to see the depths of every situation, for you to see the depths of your reactions, your thoughts and your feelings, you must be able to take a step back, step into your soul, that part of you that is connected to God, and from that standpoint, be the observer. Understanding the role of the observer in your life puts you back in the driver's seat. What do I mean by this? Well, if we look at last session when we were discussing the God part or the God component of your life, there are 2 ways that we can create our life. We can create it unconsciously or we can create it consciously. Now, being the observer is all about conscious creating. You're looking at your life and your behavioral patterns and the things that you have created from a God standpoint. That's right, we're talking about operating out of a place of your soul, that part that's connected to God. Why? Because therein lies the power. That's where you are the observer of your life. Now, many of us choose not to observe, and by this I mean we're simply living with our mind being the master of our life. And let me guarantee you, the mind does not serve well as a master, but it serves well as a tool in our lives to be used. Hence, that's why being the observer is so important. The power that comes from being the observer, well, it puts you in a position to see things from a position of truth, love, and wisdom. You begin to see through things. For want of a way of describing it, it's the way that God looks at things, the way the collective conscious looks at things. It shifts tremendously. Rather than living a life from reaction, you begin to live a life taking action. I guess an analogy that we could use of the observer is like watching someone cook a meal. Got a fry pan, they're throwing all the ingredients in one after the other, and you've observed how this meal is cooked. Now, you've got no idea how this meal is going to taste or what it's going to turn out like, or even it'll be an enjoyable meal. But because you've observed, you know exactly what has been done. You taste the meal, and then you can see how there's things that you could have added or possibly taken away, extra flavours, extra colour, who knows what things that you could do to turn that meal around. You make those suggestions to create a meal that is just out of this world. That's what it's like being the observer of your life. The only difference is you're not observing somebody else, you're actually observing you. You're observing your life. You're observing the flavours and the colours, the actions and the reactions of your own life. And simply by making the observation, we are going to be instigating change and transformation. Why? Because you'll see through truth, love and wisdom why it is you do what you do, and therefore what does serve and what doesn't serve, and the changes that need to be made to move forward to reaching a life that's so far beyond your expectations. So being the observer, as you can see, is a very important key. So what's next? Begin observing. That's right, you are the observer. Start observing what it is that you do and why you do it. And I tell you what, that in itself will begin to bring transformation. It's been great chatting with you today. Make sure you check out my website, jr-life.com. I look forward to talking to you. I'd love to chat to you about this subject in much greater depth, so contact me on my website. I look forward to hearing from you. And of course, have a great day.